Today on Barnes Adventures, we're heading into a little bit more interesting stuff. We're heading up rock lobster and wedged in today, and we'll see how we go. I haven't been up on these trails in well over 12 months, probably a few years or more. So yeah, we'll see how well it's been maintained. To get onto Wedged In, which is well up in the extended trail network, you head from the trailhead onto Humpback, then Perla, then Rock Lobster, and then onto Wedged In. And at the bottom of the fun section on Perla, just before you start climbing back up, you head onto Rock Lobster, which goes down for a little bit before you start heading up the next hill, which is a lot bigger than the hill on Perla.
The first time I done rock lobster, I got a flat tyre just at the bottom of this creek. Ooh. No. I just remember the last time I done this, I just got overtaken by about 13 people on e-bikes. None of them had a sweat or anything, they were just whirring up. Some knobbly tyres would be nice, I think. I think I might try and get Gravity Isle to hire a dual suspension bike or something when we go to Derby.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like hard work, Miss Walker.
Totally. Not me talking all.
You would have, yep. Yeah.
I've grown up on a hard trail.
Trail behind.
At the top of the hill on Rock Lobster, you'll find the Wedged In starting point, which comes back out at the same point, before you continue down the fun section of Rock Lobster.
Think of a high gear. Oh, that's wet.
And now we get to start riding back uphill.
Keep pushing.
Hours.
Oh, Felix, just stop at the next orange post. Alright, just around the corner here, have a drink, but just around the corner here it starts to go downhill. It doesn't go down for long, but there's a sweeping left-hand berm. It's tight between the trees, and then after that there's some big jumps. I suggest that you don't do the jumps today unless you have done them before, but just sight them today for the next time you come up, because we're probably at the furthest access point for anyone to be able to access us if something goes wrong.
Can we hit him if we want? Is there more uphill after that?
There's a little bit of switchbacks back up to the bottom of see you later.
Not a bad view from up here.
Mm.
It is not.
What? All good? Yep. A dual suspension mountain bike would make for a much better viewing experience, I think. Well, that's not downhill much. Alright, this is back on rock lobster now, isn't it? Harry? Yeah. Yeah. You alright, Harry?
Yeah, I have to do this thing. Right, it's supposed to pick up.
Ah, right. Oh, this is that big here. I didn't realise it was already here.
And after what felt like a really short time compared to the time we was going uphill, we was back at the trailhead and ready to head back down into town. Thank you so much for watching. Next week we are going back up to Wedged In, but I'm going to have a bit of a different style of video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, I better zip my phone pocket up. Whoopsie. Ugh.